The construction journey of this 4-bedroom duplex officially begins here, right after the trenches were carefully excavated to design specifications. What you're seeing now is the first major phase of structural integrity, the casting of concrete into the dug trenches, forming the strip foundation that will support the entire building load. The concrete mix was poured steadily, ensuring all trench sections were properly filled and leveled. After pouring, the foundation was allowed to set, a crucial pause that ensures strength and durability. Once the concrete had properly cured, we proceeded to cast a reinforced ground beam that tied the entire foundation layout together. This beam runs across the top of the concrete-filled trenches, locking all foundation points into a solid frame. Accuracy was critical here. The iron rods were positioned with precision and formwork was securely set in place before casting. This ground beam doesn't just provide rigidity, it serves as the base for the blockwork that follows. With the beam now in place, the foundation begins to take shape. The structural journey continues from this solid base. In the next phase, we'll look at how the blockwork was raised from this beam up to the desired foundation height. After the ground beam was properly cured, we proceeded with laying blocks directly on it, a process that gradually raised the walls to the foundation height. Each block was carefully placed, maintaining alignment and level with string lines to ensure both strength and visual accuracy. This was a high foundation due to site conditions, so extra courses of blockwork were required to bring it up to the proper height. Once the desired level was reached, we prepared for the next crucial phase, internal compaction. The filled areas within the foundation walls were compacted in layers using mechanical rammers to reduce settlement risk. Following compaction, we poured a thin blinding layer of concrete, also known as the oversight concrete, to create a smooth surface. This layer sealed the soil and gave us a clean base for the reinforcement work. Next came the steel mesh placement, carefully arranged across the oversight. The mesh adds tensile strength to the slab that would soon follow. This grid of reinforcement ensures the floor can withstand both live and dead loads. After the mesh was set and checked, we poured the main ground floor slab, a reinforced concrete mass that unified everything beneath the structure. This slab marks the end of the substructure phase. With this solid base in place, the stage was fully set for the superstructure, blockwork from ground floor up to lintel level. With the floor slab cured and set, we moved into the superstructure phase, starting with blockwork from the ground floor upward. The masons worked in full swing, raising the block walls both inside and outside the building. Accuracy was key here, with levels and verticals checked consistently to ensure a perfectly aligned frame. We progressed course by course, reaching window levels first, then proceeding all the way to lintel height. Openings were properly framed for doors and windows using wooden formworks and lintel steel rods. Once we hit the lintel level, the next task was casting the lintel beam. This beam runs along the top of the walls and ties the structure together horizontally. Formwork was set in place around the top of the block walls, and reinforcement bars were lapped and tied in accordance with structural drawings. When the formwork was removed, we continued the block work, usually adding 1 or 2 more courses of blocks to bring the structure to decking height. With the walls completed and the structure now at decking height, the next crucial phase began, preparing the formwork for the suspended slab. We began by installing sturdy wooden supports and planks beneath the slab level, creating a stable base for the decking. This formwork had to be carefully aligned and braced to carry the load of both reinforcement and concrete. Once the formwork was in place, steel fixing began. Iron benders carefully arranged and tied the reinforcement mesh, ensuring it followed the structural design. Each joint, overlap, and bend was checked and double-checked for accuracy and strength. We also installed electrical and plumbing conduits where needed, ensuring that service lines were integrated neatly into the slab without disrupting reinforcement. With everything in place, we moved on to the main task, casting the slab. The concrete mix was prepared on site and poured across the formwork in sections with constant vibration to eliminate air pockets and ensure even compaction. The surface was leveled carefully by experienced workers, ensuring a smooth, flat slab finish. We then allowed it to cure properly over the following days, monitoring moisture retention and structural stability throughout the period. And that marked the end of this phase. The building was now standing firm up to the decking level, ready for the next chapter of construction.